One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose.
Third and long coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to come up. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. The give on 4th. Might have a chance. He's got enough, and they roll.
That's got to be so demoralizing for the defense. The second time on this drive that they've gone for it on 4th, and they were able to convert it by running the ball.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
RPO complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's changing the play. Running inside. It's Luke. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd down, going to throw it. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Fires to the end zone. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And they can't make the connection. Now to see if the defense can make a final stand on 4th and goal. What a play to make this. The Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Fresh center downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And here's the 3rd interception of the... First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. The tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Got to make the play on 4th. Going downfield for the big play. Incomplete on... Keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. In the backfield, it's McLean. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Has to have it on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this challenge